welcome to I Love Making Pretty Things. My name is Amanda and I love making pretty things. Welcome to CraftCast number 3. And I don't have much, I'm sad to say, ashamed to say. My crafting mojo, crojo, and all the other kinds of joe you can get has really been lacking this last couple of weeks, sad to say. I feel like I've crocheted a lot. Not a lot, but maybe often, but I don't feel like I've gotten anything accomplished, really. Which is fine. I am not a product crocheter, meaning I don't crochet just to pump out stuff. Very rarely do I ever keep the things that I do crochet. I just enjoy the process of crocheting. Yes, I do want an end product to give away, but the process of crocheting is very therapeutic to me, and it gives me something to do with my hands while I'm binge watching TV, like I've told you a bazillion times. Love doing that because it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. I've been watching a lot of TV, and I have been crocheting. I just don't feel like I've done a lot, but that's okay. We're still here. We're going to talk about what I did. So, for starters, finished pretties. The only thing that I have for finished pretties, which I mean 100% done, are the coffee cozies that I made for the cow that Litza over at Coco's Crochet is hosting for this year. So the first 2 weeks we were working on coffee cozies, and I have a stack of cozies. Here we go. Look at that. I am super excited about that. Here's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Okay, I thought there was 13. Just wanted to confirm. I have 13 just different kinds. I did a couple of different patterns. I know I showed you guys this pattern here that had a little bit of a texture stitch in it. But mostly what I did, I'm just going to flip through here. I just kind of created my own. I just chained so many. I love this yarn. I am not a blue person, but there's something about this yarn. I love it. All of these I made in cotton versus the other 2 I made in just a worsted weight. But this is a Bernat cotton, and the rest of this is Hobby Lobby's. I love this cotton, but this blue, there's just something about this blue. But anyway, so I believe I chained 31 stitches, and then I half double crocheted for 8 rows, and then did a row of single crochets just to kind of finish it off. But and it's going to be real nice. What I'm going to do, I'm calling them done. They are finished. They are finished. Here's another one. Oh, I forgot. I believe this is the Alpine stitch. I did do this, which I do love. It's a lot of a lot of front post, back post, maybe just front post, maybe just back post. I don't really know, but it was taking too much concentration, and I just couldn't give that much concentration after work at night. You know what I mean? Does anybody else ever feel like that? Like, I want to crochet and I want to create something, but I cannot really think about it because I've thought too much during the day. That's where I was with these cozies. But I do have a couple that, are not just, the regular. Oh, yeah, that one looks kind of funny. But anyway, so that one. Oh, I have another Alpine. Oh, look at me go with my couple of different patterns that I did. So I think the only other thing that I'm going to do for these when I go to gift them, they are going to go into my box, my cow box, and I'm going to count them as being done. When I go to gift them, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put like a little embellishment pin or maybe some crochet flowers or something on there, but I don't know how to embellish it until I know who I'm going to give it to. So I'm hoping maybe part of projects in the cow will be maybe some crochet little flowers that I can just make a little basket of and just have them and match them up. But anyway, so these are my finished pretties. These are all my finished pretties that I have. That's it. 13 coffee cozies, and that's all I've got to show completed for like almost 2 weeks worth of time. It's a darn shame. What can you do? On to the next thing. So I'm going to be talking about my Pretties in progress. And since I was just talking about Litza's cowl, I'm going to talk about the week number 2 drawing for the project is headbands or ear warmers. So I decided to do an ear warmer. So this is just, it's not completely finished. I made the piece. I just have to sew it together. And that's why this long tail is here. But it's a twisted one. So, you know, I know you just kind of somehow twist it. You know, I'm going to twist it like that, I think, stitch it up, and then Bob's your uncle. It's going to be done. But this is going to be an ear warmer. I have another one on the go about halfway done. I can't get back to it. I don't know why. It's just half double crochet. It doesn't bother me to do half double crochet. I just can't be bothered to even pick it up. So I'm going to power through, and I'm going to get that second one done. I am going to seam them both up with a little twist in it. They're going to be completed projects that I'm going to put in my box with my other things. I don't know if I'm going to make any more though. Probably not. Unless I find maybe a different pattern that maybe speaks to me. But I think I'm only just going to do 2 headbands for the cowl. I think so. But you never know. Tomorrow's a different day. So who knows what I'll see on YouTube or Pinterest or wherever else that I'm going to be like, oh yes, I have to make that. So there's another pretty in progress. The other pretty in progress that I have been working on the majority of the time, other than the coffee cozies and then the one day that I did the ear warmer, my Christmas cast on that I showed in my first CraftCast, that's a lot of C's. Anyway, I finally picked it back up. I have not touched that since before I showed it to you the first CraftCast. So I was like, okay, I need to get back to it, especially since my sweet, beautiful sister-in-law who gifted me the yarn commented on my video, and she said, oh, I'm so excited to see it, you know, your finished project. And I'm like, well, you big schmuck, you better get it out and start doing something. But it is just a granny shawl, granny stitch, double crochet till my little heart's content. So I am happy doing that. But even a few days, actually several days, I just couldn't even get on board with that. And I don't know why. I'm just was crafted out, and I didn't want to do anything. I tried coloring and I had no interest. I tried diamond painting and I did that for about a half an hour. I tried reading. I couldn't concentrate. I even tried shopping and I wanted no part of it. Like, what is wrong with me? I couldn't even buy any yarn because I was like, meh, not in the mood for it. So I just really spent a lot of time, you know, we're watching a new series on HBO called True Detective because I believe 4th season has just come out. So we have watched it from season 1 on. So it's kind of one that I pay a little more attention to. I actually watch it more than just listen. So maybe that's part of the reason why I've been not really feeling the crafting Joe, Mojo, Crow Joe, whatever. I haven't been feeling it. So anyway, but my Christmas cast on, my granny shawl out of my wonky, we talked about this before too, but it's got its purpose. So I am loving this though. I am loving the color. It is, the transition in the color is beautiful. So I'm going to pick it up, and right here where my stitch marker is, or if I can find it, right here where my stitch marker is where you saw it last. And since then I have done all of this, but you can see it goes from gray over into darker gray into, we're starting to get into the turquoise, but I love this color transition. It is going to be so stinking pretty, and it's going to be a good size, I believe, too. I am using, well, I know what hook I'm using because I'm using my handy dandy little hook minder. 4.5 is what I'm using. So I'm using a 4.5, and this is a fingering weight yarn. So I am loving it. I am loving, loving, loving. And I really hope that I get that done in the next week or so. If I can get back on board with things, but it's just, oh, look at that. Oh, I'm loving the little pop of color. I am so glad I decided to go from center out. So the gray was in the center and that's going to be at the top. So the color is coming out, and I love how I'm able to get with the project that I chose being a V shawl. I'm able to get that color dispersed all throughout because it's, you know, worked like this. So I'm able to see all of that color transition throughout the whole entire Pretty, and I love it, love it, love it. So see, I mean, come on, look. I mean, it goes wonderful with the flowers, but you know, you get it. You get the point. It's going to be gorgeous, 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 and squishy and soft. And it's even going to be more special because my beautiful sister-in-law gave it to me. And so I'm just going to love it. I'm going to love everything about this. So hopefully I'll be able to get this one done soon. So speaking of hook minder, for those that watched my previous video, we talked about that before. Wink, wink. And I just wanted to let you all know, I did not forget about you. I am going to be making a community post that's going to say who the 2 recipients are going to be of these cute, cute, cute little things. So I'm going to go ahead and make, I'm going to do the drawing and I'll make a community post for it. If I can figure out how to make it, it can't be that hard, right? I've never done it before. Can't be that hard. I will have you reach out to me then if you're the winner, and then let me know what size you want to make so I can get going on that. So I'm super excited about that. So look for that in the next couple of days. So there's that Pretty. Other than that, I don't have anything else that I've been working on. I did pull out a book for a pattern that I need to get going on. I briefly mentioned this before, but my niece is turning 6 in a couple of weeks, and I wanted to make her a crochet doll. She had picked this out, I don't know, months ago, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Until I looked at the book and actually read the pattern, and I'm like, oh boy, what have I got myself into? This is not for the faint of heart. I can do this. I got this. I know I got this. But I brought the book out last night and I started and I said, I don't got this. I don't got it. Part of it was we were watching TV and I'm concentrating on what's going on in the show because it's getting really exciting, right? It's getting to a really good part and I'm not concentrating on what I'm actually doing. So I had to put the book away and bring out my granny shawl. So because that I can do with my eyes closed, literally. But I am speaking of the Crochet You doll book. And this is by, Nathalie Amiel. Okay. But this book, I love the fact that you can make these dolls look just like the recipient. So who wouldn't want to get a little baby doll that looks just like you? So I'm super excited about that. But I will show you the little doll that she chose. And I also have very specific instructions that she wrote out for me. Well, I helped her write out of what she wanted. So she wants this little doll right here. I'm going to try it without showing too much of the pattern. So that's the little doll that she wants. And except for I have red hair, pink dress, and purple shoes. Specific instructions. So that's what I'm going to do. And her hair is going to be kind of like a little reddish, brownish color hair is what I've got out. So I have all my yarn pulled. I have my grand number 1 help me pull the yarn and pick it out. And I just need to do it. I need to get going on it. So I am going to get going on it. I'm going to start this in the next couple of days because I only have like 3 weeks before her birthday party. So, of course, she doesn't know that I'm giving it to her for her birthday. So, she would never know if I didn't get it done. Look at me already making excuses. Stop. Focus on the task at hand, Amanda. Goodness gracious. So that is my exciting potential, not potential. That is my exciting, very near future pretty in progress that I'm going to be have going on. So other than that, that is it. That is all I have for you. I know it is like, we're like 15 minutes in and that's it. I mean, my goodness, my last CraftCast was like an hour long, which, by the way, I'm going to try. Let me know how you feel about that. Do you prefer longer videos? Do you prefer shorter videos? I know honestly, I'm a little mixture of both. Sometimes I just want to put my earbuds in and I just want to listen and just go to town, crochet to town. But other times I'm like, listen, ain't nobody got time for an hour video, Amanda. So no, go on to the next one. So I don't know. Let me know. Do you prefer the longer videos? Do you prefer the shorter videos? A little bit of both? Somewhere in between? Let me know what you think. So, I do have my quirky question. And of course, I didn't bring one with me. So here, let me show it to you. Here's my quirky question. Here we go. Okay, I'm just really doing great for my hair now. What do you call this thing? Okay? This little thing right here. You know, hold your ponytails, because obviously I just took mine out. What do you call it? I have found that this little teeny tiny thing is called so many different things. Personally, I call it a hair banny. Couldn't tell you why. What is the word banny? But that's what I call it. I have heard hair tie, hair elastic, hair band, maybe that's where I got band, like a rubber band, but a hair band. I don't know. I call this thing a hair banny. What do you call it? Let me know. I'm curious. I'm really curious on this one because I'm thinking that there's going to be several different answers. And I'm also curious to see if there's any that I haven't heard before. So, well, that's it, friends. So I am going to say goodbye. So to my new friends and old, remember, you are the only one in the whole wide world. So be the best one that you can be. Bye-bye.